Hello everyone. Today we will discuss gas chromatography and mass spectrometry, which is denoted as GCMS. So, what is GCMS? Gas chromatography mass spectrometry GCMS is a method that combines the feature of gas liquid chromatography and mass spectrometry to identify different substances within a test sample. A GCMS instrument is composed of two major building blocks. First, a gas chromatography unit, and second is mass spectrometry. GCMS is one of the most accurate and efficient tool for the analysis of volatile compound. GCMS generally made of two instruments, GC gas chromatography, which separate compound when heated, and MS, which identify compounds based on their masses. Collectively, GCMS is a combination of two instruments to provide better separation and identification. So, what is the principle of GCMS? The GC works on the principle that a mixture will separate into individual substances when heated. The heated gases are carried out through a column with an inert gas such as helium, argon, or other non-reactive gases. As the separated substance emerge from the column opening, they flow into the MS. MS identifies compound by the masses of the analyte molecules. Instrumentation. So GCMS instrument has three important parts, or we can say GCMS instrument is made up of three different instruments. Number one, gas chromatography, GC part. GC part has a carrier gas, pneumatic control, injector, column, oven, and mass spectrometry has ion source, high vacuum system, mass analyzer, ion collector, and the data system, which is a computer system with a software. There is a link between GC and MS, which is called interface. Interface combines both techniques by removing pressure incompatibility problems between GC and MS. So, working of GCMS, how GCMS works. As you can see, this is a typical GCMS diagram. There are 10 important parts of GCMS system: pneumatic control, injector, oven, column, interface, ion source, mass analyzer, detector, vacuum system, control electronics, which is a computer-based program. So the sample is first introduced into the GC manually or by an auto sampler and enters the carrier gas via the GC inlet through this sample inlet. If the sample is in the liquid form, it vaporized in the heated GC inlet and the sample vapor is transferred to the analytical column. Then sample enters into the column. This is the column. The sample component, the analytes, are separated by their differences in partitioning between the mobile phase and the liquid stationary phase, or for more volatile gases, their absorption by a solid stationary phases. After separation, which for GCMS analysis does not require total baseline resolution unless the analytes are isomers. The neutral molecules elute through a heated transfer line into the mass spectrometer. when the mass spectrometer, this is the mass spectrometer. Within the mass spectrometer, the neutral molecules are first ionized, the most commonly by electron ionization. In electron ionization, an electron produced by a filament is accelerated with 70 electron volts and knocks an electron out of the molecule to produce a molecular ion that is a radical cation. The next step is to separate ion of different masses, which is achieved by based on their mass to charge ratio m/z by the mass analyzer. After the ion have been separated by the mass analyzer based on their m/z, they reach the ion detector, where the signal is amplified by an electron multiplier or a multi-channel plate. The signal is recorded by the acquisition software on a computer to produce a chromatogram or a mass spectrum for each data point. We already discussed about a chromatogram and retention time in previous video. Analysis. GCMS analysis. What GCMS can do and what GCMS cannot do. So GCMS can identify most volatile compounds. GCMS can indicate percentages with reasonable accuracy, can help confirm botanical source, can detect ratification or oxidation, can help to compare similar essential oils, air pollutants, and other samples. And GCMS cannot do. GCMS cannot detect pesticides usually, but nowadays residual pesticides database are available to compare. GCMS cannot detect non-volatile compounds, including heavy metals. GCMS cannot determine whether a single compound is natural or a synthetic. These are few limitations of GCMS instruments. Conclusion. GCMS is an individual technique that cannot be compared with other modern analytical equipment. When GC is combined with MS, a powerful analytical tool is created. It has broad range of application that cater to academic research, quality control, as well as industrial applications. Strategies to enhance GCMS instruments and analysis involve further development in the gas chromatography, separation, and detection. Recently, industries and GCMS users have also expressed interest in the field of dual detection involving mass spectrometry and spectroscopic techniques. Thank you very much. I tried to simplify the video. I hope you like it.